topic.
Clap it up. Hello. Welcome to the QTNA podcast, where we aspire to inspire you to think about some things. So we pose these questions to make you say, and to start really dope discussions. So today's question is...
Why did you do today's question?
Don't worry about why I did that. You about to get kicked out. Can you be more than one thing? So I'm going to throw that question over to you, sir.
Well, since we did pre-talks about this, I know what you're talking about.
Let the people know.
You need to let the people know what you're talking about. Don't go, hey.
Don't be long-winded.
Don't be long-winded.
So what I mean by that is, when you are a child, you have such imagination, and you, like my kid, she thinks that she can be a doctor, a cosmetologist, and a rapper / dancer. And I think she can. And as an adult, I think that we tend to only focus on one thing and commit to that one thing. And then, you die doing that one thing.
You limit yourself.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah. I do agree that you can be more than one thing. But I also agree that you can't take on too many tasks.
Agreed.
I'm not a guy that I feel like, is a big multitasker, because I feel like if I can give like a specific time frame to certain things, I could do them faster and quicker. You know what I'm saying? Versus me saying, all right, well, I'm going to do this at the same time I'm doing it. Now, you got certain things that you got to do at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
Well, when you say at the same time, I personally come from a belief system that multitasking is creating a schedule in your day to accomplish more than one thing. So you're not necessarily simultaneously working on these multiple things, but from 9 to 11, you might be doing this specific job or thing. And then from 1 to 3, you start working on something else, so on and so forth. So in that day, you tackled multiple different things,
Yeah, and that's how I see it. But, we have people out here that say, all right, cool. Well,
Go ahead, sorry.
Nothing. Well, I don't even know what that was about. But anyway, you have people out here that say, all right, cool. I could, be on the phone, working my 9 to 5, but still be doing my thing on the side at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And
I was that person. I literally was when we started this business, I was still at my 9 to 5. And I did my job very well.
Yeah, you did your job very well.
And I never skipped a beat. But there were days, like, for instance, I was launching a whole university platform for a client.
And Paymac had to suffer.
And I had to be at work while I was doing it. So Paymac did not suffer. And
Paymac had to suffer.
The client got what she needed. And I did both things very well. But really, I think I more so feel like when you choose a career path, or a business, sometimes everything else gets put on the back burner. And I don't think that as adults, that is how we should live, because it's not living. We are multifaceted creatures. No one is just one thing. You may be really, really good at something, but you may like something else. You may not be as good at the thing that you like, but why can't you do it?
It sounds like you're just saying people don't dream no more.
People don't dream anymore.
All they do is this.
But no, seriously, like for me, for instance, I put this podcast down for since 2019. So that's 3 years. Yeah. Because I was so focused on building this business, pouring into clients' businesses, I started neglecting my business because I was only doing one thing.
And it's your business to take care of your business.
Period. And sometimes that includes your hobbies and the things that you enjoy doing, the things that make you feel fulfilled, because that's not always your business.
Man, you getting on me now, man.
I am.
You need to stay over there. You're like,
my husband has this really bad habit of being so good at something where that's all he focuses his energy on, learning it and, growing in it and so on and so forth. And then he'll neglect other things that he is equally as good in and then he doesn't even acknowledge the fact that he's an expert in more than one thing.
Yeah.
Don't do that because we can go all day.
Yeah.
If you are very good at something, you're an expert in it. If you put your 10,000 hours in, you're an expert in it.
I think I got about 5,000.
No.
I think I got about 5,000.
Do I need to count it up? Because I would.
But nah, I mean, yeah, you do have special people that are
you special?
No.
You should acknowledge the fact that you're special.
No, I wasn't saying me. I was talking about others. You know what I'm saying?
But why are you not saying you when you're good at more than one? He's a great producer. He's a great videographer. He's a great photographer. He's a great graphic designer. And when I say great, he's top tier in all of those things because he got a resume to prove it.
I appreciate you.
Period.
I appreciate you.
So
I appreciate you, but
acknowledge that.
I think as artists and as people, we are our own worst critic. So some can take the compliments and some because you always see room for improvement. So that still takes me back to my point of saying, all right, cool. I like to focus on one thing because I know that in order to operate on a higher level, you have to give more time than you give to something else.
But nobody's perfect. So yes, you'll always have room for improvement. It doesn't matter how amazing you are in something. You can always be better, yes, but that doesn't mean that you're not great.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if you're doing a new task, you know what I'm saying, you want to give it the right amount of time.
Correct.
And I feel like, that's what's happening with our society today. We're not giving it enough time to say, all right, cool, we got the kinks worked out and
before we move on
to something else.
I agree with that. But so I think that you just have to find that balance, because what tends to happen is you devote so much time and energy in this one thing, but you should also be giving something else to the world, because the world also needs something else from you specifically, something that only you can do, but you put it down because you're only doing this one thing.
Hey man, this ain't a podcast, get on me. We just talking.
I'm just saying. I see hit dogs will holler.
Nah, you right. Cause a lot of things that you might go into correlate with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I am still a producer, but I put it down for a minute or whatever. But it correlates with the video side. And you see what just happened. She messed up my video with this phone, man.
That was not me. That was your computer.
Put your phone on
that
the
was
side.
Not me. My phone is on silent, so do not disturb. Get your life together. But here's the thing. God has a funny way. Let me tell you about this man. He put music down, right? He put it down, wasn't thinking about it, wasn't And one day, I guess he got bored and he went and made a beat, got a placement on an album. Yeah, he ain't touched music in like 3 years.
Y'all go run that what
Pain. He got a placement on Pain with 1K Few. That was the first placement that you got after not doing music for like 3-4 years because you put it down. Yeah. And then you got another placement, a Grammy nominated placement on Lecrae's album after not focusing on your music anymore. So again, you put it down because you felt like you had to invest all of your time and every waking moment in this new craft that you've developed. But
no, it can't. It can. I think, those type of things can hinder you. You know what I'm saying? You hear it all the time where, you have like these people like doctors or something like that, or lawyers or something, that people hold these people in high regards. But these people are amazing, like artists or painters, or maybe they're amazing at singing or something like that. I was just watching an interview with Angie Stone, and she was saying, I had two things that I like to do. My first love was acting, but the first thing that I got known for was my singing. So, it's things that God has put in us But I do feel like he directs the path. That's what it says in the word. It's like a man has a plan in his heart, but God directs his path. So
Proverbs 3:5.
Yeah, there you go.
Or 6.
We gonna
no,
check
it's 3:6. It's 3:6.
Okay.
Don't do me.
We're gonna check it. But
and it's also on Proverbs 16.
We're gonna check that too.
You could check it. Check me.
Fact check. Can't have them Donald Trump facts.
Oh my goodness. True facts.
But I do agree that, you know, God has put multiple things in us to and multiple different avenues we can go. You see what I'm saying? And I have been thinking about lately, like, hey man, I gotta pick this back up. So,
don't pigeonhole I guess the point of this conversation is, as adults, I know we have responsibilities. I know that we have things that we have to do. I personally never had like a hobby or something that I was good at outside of like work related tasks. Like I feel like I'm really good at working. Like that's my thing.
Yeah. You're good at working.
So I can hold a note, but singing is not like a passion of mine. Like dancing or any kind of creative thing is not really my passion. My passion is like seeing things like transform from a technical standpoint.
So you want to put order to everything.
I want to put order to things. I also have amazing ideas that I always want to bring to life.
A lot of amazing
My
ideas.
child said that to me the other day, and she's like, Mom, you have a lot of ideas, and that's one of my gifts. Now, can I always bring all of them to fruition? No, because my husband don't be helping me. But
I do feel like that we don't dream anymore. You know what I'm saying? When we were kids, we used to dream a lot. We used to say, all right, cool, we could come over here and be an alligator wrangler.
Yeah. And a rapper, and a dancer, and a doctor at night.
I don't know where the alligator wrangler came from.
But no, I think we should, like you said, we shouldn't lose that as when we grow up, just because we have responsibilities. So I do encourage all of us to figure out what is our other things that we're either passionate about. Like I said, you don't have to be good at it, right? But if it's a passion of yours, make sure it's a part of your life still in some way.
Yeah. I do like that about this society today, where they, you know, people don't mind failing. You know what I'm saying? People don't mind or
looking stupid.
Yeah. Because, you know, back in the day, it's like, bruh, it was just like,
that's why we have this like influx of entrepreneurship, because people are like, shoot, I'm going to just try it.
I'm going to try it.
I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens.
At least once.
Back in the day, it's like, nah, I'm good. I got my pension. I'm going to retire.
Or you just didn't want to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just didn't want to be embarrassed. So, I do feel like
we can be more than one thing.
We are multifaceted.
We are, and we should lean into it.
There you go.
That's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you follow QTNA on all platforms. And if you want a question answered, please email us at askqtna@gmail.com. And that's it. We out of here.
For sure.